In the headlines, bandits attack Barkalao community in Kaduna State. Fire outbreak destroys property at Ladipo Market in Lagos. Gunmen trapped inside prison after attacking Jos custodial facility. And on the foreign scene, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa calls for lifting of Omicron travel ban. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Zainab Bala. The news in details. Now, bandits in a midnight attack on a Fulani settlement in Barkalao community, Igabi local government of Kaduna State killed one identified as Imam Abubakar. The bandits are said to have carted away with an unspecified number of cows in the attack. The district head of the community, Muhammad Abdullahi, confirmed the attack to our correspondent. Now, a midnight fire which started on Sunday has destroyed goods worth several millions of naira at the popular Ladipo spare part market in Lagos. Daily Trust reports that the fire started from a furniture workshop along Ladipo Street, Mushin, but later spread to a warehouse where Toyota spare parts are stored. Reports say the fire started as electric spark from a furniture workshop and later extended to other shops at Ladipo Market. The Southwest coordinator of the National Emergency Management Agency NEMA, Ibrahim Farinloe, who confirmed the incident in a WhatsApp message, explained that the fire involved a three-story building and continued to rage till Monday morning. Meanwhile, two persons have been confirmed dead and goods worth millions of naira destroyed on Sunday in a fire incident that affected Lafenwa Market in Abeokuta. The Commissioner of Police in Ogun State, Larry Bankole, confirmed the incident while briefing newsmen on the level of damage done at the market in Abeokuta. Trust TV correspondent Eniola Mayowa gathered that the fire incident occurred as a result of a fully loaded fuel-laden tanker which fell while trying to negotiate the bend around Lefewa Ayutara Road close to the railway line. Meanwhile, some hoodlums in the area attacked the firefighters from the Federal and Ogun State Fire Services and damaged their firefighting trucks.
And all we had to do was to cordon off the place. First, to ensure that miscreants do not take advantage of the situation to loot shops. And secondly, to ensure that other casualties are not recorded. That is why we are here, and that's what we are doing now, is to ensure that normalcy returns to this area. The fire services from both the state and federal have been up and doing. They have been able to put off the fire, while efforts are on to transload the remaining petrol still inside the tanker to another tanker. Now we have two. Apparently those two casualties were inside the shop, one of the shops that got burnt. Maybe they did not get the alarm on time, and the bodies have been evacuated now. They have been taken to the mortuary, while investigation into the cause and all other things is still ongoing.
We received the emergency call at around 8 o'clock this morning, and we were told that a tanker fell. So immediately I deployed my men to the scene of the fire. Unfortunately, the hoodlum did not allow us to perform our duty. So they attacked our vehicle. The vehicle has already been damaged. All my men has been brutalized. As I'm talking to you, they are nowhere to be found because they have to, look for alternative road to escape their life.
If that road is actually okay, the tanker will not fall down. And we have a government. All our government, we are using a fine vehicle. Everything they need, they always get it through the masses. What are we benefit on the government? No light, no water, no good road. If the road is actually okay, the tanker will not fall down. All what happen will not happen. We want the state government and the federal government to come out.
Elsewhere, Plateau State Police Command says a total of 8 inmates who escaped from the Jos Correctional Center after gunmen attacked the facility on Sunday have been rearrested. Spokesman of the command, Uba Ogaba, who confirmed the development in a statement on Sunday night, said the medium security custodial center in Jos came under attack by yet to be identified gunmen who were inmates escaped. He said the CP directed immediate stop and search where 7 escapees have been rearrested by the police are in custody while 1 escapee voluntarily surrendered himself to the police. Police and other security agencies are currently on the ground to effectively deprive the hoodlums of the space they desire to perpetrate their evil acts. Now, Jos City, the Plateau State capital, has remained calm and people have been going about their normal businesses despite the Friday killings of 10 persons, the injury of several and the burning down of houses in Tegbe village of Miongo district of Bassa local government area of the state. This attack is coming barely 2 days after 2 farmers were ambushed and killed in Ancha village of Miongo district of Irigwe chiefdom of same Bassa local government area. Some of the skirmishes do spread to Jos with attendant tensions and apprehensions for days. Dixon Salami Adama reports from the streets of Jos. Still ahead, many Abuja-bound travelers on Kaduna-Abuja train missed the train on Sunday afternoon at the Rigasa train station. Persistent abduction of travelers on Kaduna-Abuja highway leaves many travelers with no option but to use the train. The chaos before boarding the train due largely to increase in numbers of passengers left many disappointed, though many bought their tickets online, suggesting that the rush to board the train is not necessary. Take a look.
The chaos before boarding the train, due largely to increase in numbers of passengers, left many disappointed. Though many bought their tickets online, suggesting that the rush to board the train is not necessary. However, many others bought the ticket at the counter.
I can see.
The train leaves with only those who managed to be on board and waited for no one.
Story 7.
Some travelers say they never expected a chaotic situation like this,
No problem,
blaming
sir.
management of Niger Railway Corporation
put it.
for
It's
lack of
showing,
arrangement to accommodate the increased numbers of passengers.
I really suffered, like I went through hell.
Today?
Yeah, today. Being the 28th of November, 2021. I got the first in this country with my ticket through.
Fortunately, I was scheduled to go with 10:35. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a ticket. There was a lot of big stuff. That platform is not even going through. We came to buy tickets manually, but we were told that it was sold out. I now had to buy 2 o'clock. Even at 2 o'clock, to get to the train safe, as you can see, because she went to the other side, you will see what is happening. It's a mess. It's a mess. I think the authorities should see this.
You can see I managed to enter by squeezing myself through a very large crowd, a crowd that I've never seen before on this in this station or even in Abuja station. There is still hundreds of people, as you can see, trying to actually make through. I have my own ticket. Most of us in the queue or in the crowd have our own tickets, even though the site is actually crashed. So we have to actually get these tickets on the, on actually through the counter, but still it's a nightmare. It's chaotic.
Officials of the corporation declined comment. Travelers using the road oftentimes had to contend with traffic gridlock like this before they can reach their final destination.
Residents of Kaduna State have been reacting to the restoration of telecom services by the state government. Trust TV's Shafiu Suleiman spoke to some of them, and here is his report. You're watching Trust TV News Update. Coming up. How Bauchi farmers defy floods. Details of this and more after the break. Stay with us.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the Trust TV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search Trust TV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
All right, welcome back. You are still watching Trust TV News Update. Our top stories. Bandits in a midnight attack on a Fulani settlement in Barakalao community, Gabi local government area of Kaduna State, killed one identified as Imam Abubakar. And Plateau State Police Command says a total of 7 inmates who escaped from the Jos Correctional Center after gunmen attacked the facility on Sunday have been rearrested. Still ahead, Nigeria Center for Disease Control says 110 cases have been reported across the country. The NCDC data show that 70 people recovered from the infection. One COVID-19 fatality reported, leaving the fatality figure at over 2,000. So far, Nigeria has confirmed over 200,000 infections and over 200,000 recoveries. Meanwhile, in a statement on Sunday, NCDC Director General Efedayo Adetifa said the Federal Ministry of Health and the NCDC are aware of the reports of a new COVID-19 variant and are monitoring emerging evidence on this new variant and its implications to inform Nigeria's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. He said the variant has so far not been detected in Nigeria, while a number of cases have now been reported in the United Kingdom and Israel. Now, people in Cheledi in Kirifi local government area of Bauchi State are determined to return to farming activities that put to halt after a devastating flood during the last rainy season. The community engaged in sand clearing exercise that will help them have access to the farmland. Trust TV correspondent Adamo Imam completes the story.
These were the main activities that took place during the sand clearance exercise in Cheledi community. The exercise was put together by the State Environmental Protection Agency and the people of that community. The district head, Malam Saleh Bello, stressed the importance of the exercise, saying it will restore their hope in farming activities.
Saboda haka muna roƙon gwamnati, ƙaramar hukuma da na jiha da na tarayya da sauran ƙungiyoyi su taimaka ma Cheledi kan da Allah haɗa ta da bala'i, wanda Allah ne haɗa ta da shi. Amma kullum abin da Allah haɗa daga da shi za ka yi kuka.
So also, some of the residents of Cheledi appreciate the local government stakeholders for their untiring effort in clearing the sand that cover major roads and culverts in the area.
They are here to sensitize or to get access to
Most of our land has been destroyed by the disaster, and then our houses are destroyed. Now that we are having helping hand from the government.
Director General Bauchi State Environmental Protection Agency, Dr. Kabir Ibrahim, and his counterpart, the chairman Kirifi local government, explained their readiness to complement government effort.
We have a submission with the World Bank now, trying to provide a sustainable solution to these environmental problems, particularly the issue of flooding in Kirifi. We identify the community among the community that are vulnerable, which actually experiences this kind of disaster every year.
Arrangement is made to make sure that we run away from issues like this that will eventually bring a similar disaster in future.
The sand clearance exercise is expected to complete within a shortest time. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Elsewhere, with the spiral increases in the prices of food, commodity and other day-to-day items across Nigeria, People tend to seek for cheaper alternatives in the effort to pay less for quality products. In Kebbi State, the Kalgo Dubai market offers the perfect solution to visitors who trip in every week to buy household items such as electronics, beddings, clothing and food items. The Dubai market, as it is popularly called, has become a haven for those looking out for better bargain at a low price. Kebbi State correspondent Hamza Galadi Mazuru in this report takes a trip to Kalgo market to find out why people troop there every week. Here's the report.
With the rising cost of essential commodities and other items across Nigeria, consumers tend to look for cheaper items in order to be able to afford them, such as food, furniture, electronics and other such items for everyday use. And in Kebbi State, Kalgo Market, which is referred to as Dubai Market, suits the description where people can buy much with little money. The Dubai Market in Kalgo is a melting pot where people can buy state-of-the-art electronics such as players, television sets, mobile phones, beds, mattresses, bicycles at a cheaper rate than other conventional markets. Every item you see in Kalgo come in two categories, tested and no testing. The tested are items in good working conditions that can be utilized after sales. But the no testing are items a buyer purchases at his or her peril with a 50-50 chance of working or not. This is the only market in Kebbi State where customers can buy a laptop computer for as little as 5,000 naira, while mobile phones can be purchased as from 2,500 naira upwards. And Kalgo, being a university town with students coming from all over the country to study at the Federal University Birnin Kebbi, it has more or less become a haven for students trying to strike a fast deal, particularly in mobile phones, laptops, or food items.
I see Kalgo Market as a place where it is meant for the poor. You buy things at a convenient price. For example, when you have like 300 or 400 naira, you can prepare food. You buy tomato, 50 naira, atarugu and the like of others. Then secondly, looking at the electronic appliances, people in Kalgo used to come with second-hand things and sell, as well as clothes. So things are more cheaper, and people looking at the economic situation of Nigeria in general, you prefer buying second-hand things because they are more reliable.
Price of food items, other items are low, very high. If you buy something from Kalgo Market and compare it from what you have bought from the Kebbi Central Market, you see difference in price.
The Kalgo Market also attracts other young men and women who normally come to buy second-hand designer clothing, which in other markets could cost them a fortune, but in Kalgo would be a pushover. The attraction to visit Kalgo Market is not limited to students or other young people alone, as the market attracts housewives and other category of people. The hustle and bustle at the Kalgo Dubai Market has earned it a reputation and a name that every customer identifies with, getting the best deal for so little money. Hamza Galadi Mazuru, Trust TV News from Kebbi State, Nigeria.
And in business, World Bank says the Nigerian government's exchange rate management policies are discouraging investments and fueling inflation in the country. The bank disclosed this in the November edition of its Nigeria Development Update. While highlighting the role of the Central Bank of Nigeria in exchange rate stability, the World Bank said there has been intense pressure on the Naira, with the CBN constantly raising the nominal official exchange rate. The bank added that the CBN's foreign exchange management system is too rigid, with the system driving inflation in the country. And on the international scene, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is calling on countries to urgently reverse what he described as scientifically unjustified travel restrictions linked to the discovery of a new variant of the COVID-19 pandemic. His comments on Sunday comes as the highly mutated variant dubbed Omicron continued spreading around the world, with new cases identified in the Netherlands, Denmark and Australia. Dozens of countries have blacklisted South Africa and its neighboring since South African scientists this week flagged the new variant. The World Health Organization has designated Omicron a variant of concern that is potentially more contagious than previous variants. And in sports, People's Republic of China says it is set to harness sporting activities to deepen diplomatic relations with Nigeria. Ambassador of China to Nigeria, Chi Jun-chu, said this while briefing journalists on the sidelines of the 4th edition of the Nigeria-China Ping Pong Tournament. Chi said that the embassy has finalized plans to create opportunities for journalists to go to China. Speaking, Chairman of NUJ FCT chapter Emmanuel Ogbeche said that the COVID-19 pandemic prevented the tournament from holding in 2020.
Takes the lead in playing football. So I think that we have like a great distance to catch up with Nigeria football team. I'm thinking that how can we bring the Nigeria team to China, that we can do things together. Because, you know, really there's a need for the two countries and try to use sports as a way to deepen, broaden the relation between two countries. I also have a plan that next year after COVID-19, and I believe that a lot of journalists would like to go to China because seeing is believing. China now really achieved a lot. We have a lot of challenge, but I do think that if you go to China, you will see the true China. And I think that is very beneficial to the Nigerian people and the government. We use the table tennis not only, I think, build a friendship between two nations. It's very important, I think, especially for young people, to let them have a way how to make friends and try to share the ideas, exchange thoughts. Chinese central government has decided to donate Chinese vaccine here. So we are waiting for only the letter, and I think letter from Nigerian government. And the first batch of 500,000 doses will be delivered to Nigeria, and I think before the end of this year, millions of doses could be provided by Chinese government.
Last year, that is 2020, we couldn't hold this because of COVID-19, and holding it this year shows that a lot of progress has been made. And we owe this to cooperation with the Chinese government. And you know that not too long ago, we had donation of COVID-19 vaccines and opening up the spaces for people to interact and make acquaintances. This speaks to human progress and the determination that despite all the challenges COVID-19 has posed, we are making progress, and we are happy that the China NUJ table tennis championship is holding at this time.
And that's it on News Update. For more news, follow us across all our social media platforms. I'm Zainab Bella. Thank you for watching.